What is good, everybody? We are Live We Live. We're here back with another episode of In the Lab, where we take a dive into analytics of fighting game patches, players, news, and topics. I am ATL Ride, joined by Omega. What's the word?
Yo, we're back. New year.
Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree. New year, same nonsense. And also, returning guests here, we got 3-time top 8 finalists for East Coast Throwdown, 3-time top 24 finalists for CU Taku, and which most recently placing 13th out of 238 just within the last 2 weeks from the last Taku. OneTruHollywood, how's it going? What's the word?
Yo. Glad to be back.
Yes, sirree. And our first time having 2 guests on the podcast as well, not just a returning guest. We have our 2-time top 4 place for GMAC Atlanta, MomoCon 2024 winner, and also placing 7th out of 238 at the last 2 weeks for CEO Top 2024. CrashoutDuggers, how's it going?
Yo, what's good? Back again.
Yes, sir.
Wasn't too long since y'all see me.
This thing didn't get you back.
Yeah.
Yeah, we figured it would be a good time, of course, since both of y'all have y'all respects in the particular Shark scene, but also just in the fighting game community in general. And of course, both y'all going to TO Taku, we felt it would be a good time to have y'all back on the show to talk about not only what you expected, but also what occurred that weekend, as well as we have a new patch that dropped for Go to Your Strive, so we're getting into that later on in the show. So hopefully y'all had enough time to go on the patch. If not, at least have a few talking points. But I guess going right into it, because we already went over both of y'all respective time within getting the scene and growing yourself in as far as your brand goes. But so I guess we'll just cover any Taku specific things, as well as how your bracket went. So I guess we'll start with maybe Stars for a bit. Since considering you were at Taku last year, what was the experience like compared to, I guess, last year with the change in the venue as well as the collaboration with Holiday Anniversary?
I'm gonna be real. Going from how it was last year, the thing is, Taku from last year and the year before that were running the same venue at the hotel. Sadly, to those who know, that hotel had to get taken down. But it was a nice little venue. A lot of space to be at. You could always go to multiple rooms for the vendors or other events instead of the main ballroom. Nice area, just a nice venue overall. With the new venue, I won't lie, I liked it a lot more.
Okay.
I liked the collab with Holiday Matsuri because Holiday Matsuri is its own con, and that was pretty dope to me. Only thing I didn't like, personally, was all the walking I had to do that day. It was a lot of stepping in the first day. But other than that, great event. I know Skull might agree. It was a point we weren't even playing. We were just stealing chairs from setups because we were standing all day.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I know. That's usually how you always look at videos like cons and stuff. And there's definitely more walking, sitting around. So I guess that's definitely the kryptonite of the average fighting game player. It's just a lot of walking, a lot of calories being burned. So I guess, Skull, with this being your first Taku, I guess was it kind of what you were expecting or hoping for?
More or less, actually. Since the only real offline stuff I've been to was my local and DreamHack, which that's its own little thing, and then MomoCon, which is pretty much at the same area. This being my first major and going there, I was like, wow. First day, yeah, I had to do a whole lot of walking. Despite me being at the hotel next to the place, I swear, it felt like I was walking for a swift 10-15 minutes just to find the place. I'm like, dang, I'm getting all my steps in today. Just walking around, just trying to find this place. But other than that, the area was pretty spacious. There was a lot of room. I wish there was more chairs. I really wish there was more chairs. Good lord. I was standing for most of the thing. and I wouldn't even plan to set up most of the time. I was just trying to find like just a place to sit down, because I was like standing for like a couple of hours or something. I was like, dang. But yeah, like I liked the venue. It was pretty cool. You know, I went around, explored a little bit, saw Artist Alley. I didn't explore all the weirder places because apparently this place had a lot of other weirder places. I'm not gonna get into that. Ooh, but no, it was a pretty cool place. First time being out Florida, so it left a good first impression to me.
Okay, definitely good to hear. So I guess I'm kind of surprised. I'm hearing a lot of it being more spacious, considering I feel like the initial reaction is probably going to be like, since they're collabing with a con, it's going to be a lot more people who aren't there for just Taku, obviously. But I guess it's still nice to hear about there at least being room, even though there wasn't a lot of room to sit.
Nope. We pretend we understood that last.
Man, but
So real quick sidetrack. We're sure is really an issue. Like, we're sure is really that much of an issue.
I was going to say, it was the lack of chairs. It's more of a personal issue, but that's also because I was walking around Holiday Matsuri for like a few hours and standing for like hours in the line.
Yeah.
Before I got to Taku. When I got there, I just found a chair and was just standing, or either just sitting near the setup, watching a stream, or if a setup wasn't being used, I just took a seat. But that's just a normal thing, because I remember that being the same at a Combo Breaker earlier in the year.
Yeah, I know. I don't really have that much of a issue. Yeah, I know the Combo Breaker was an issue, but I know the last time I really remember off the top of my head having that issue of like feeling like OD cramped was Frosty 2023, and that shit was like, bro, I was trying to run a bracket for Strive, and it's like I was about to like tweak because like I don't know why I'm just getting shoved, bro. Like, like every 2 seconds it's like skew, like, bro, like, dog, can y'all like move that way? Like, so I don't know, but nonetheless, I at least am glad that overall it's a good experience. I will say, as a Taku enjoying myself, I don't know last year, but Taku easily was up there for me in terms of my favorite offlines. But moving on to the actual event itself, when the bracket paths came out, how did y'all initially react?
Oh Alright, so who's I'll go first this time. Okay, so when the first batch of our polls came out, I'm not gonna lie, I had to do a bunch of double takes because I was like, wait, this doesn't look right. Like, the polls itself looked like it was just a war zone. Like, for instance, my poll initially, it had like some people in there. It had like, who was it? It had like, Kaifer, like Ali Kaifer, all like, people you would normally fight in the polls.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I look up and I see Happy Rio. Okay, alright, that's fine. Aaron the Mac. Hello? What? In pools? Like, what are we doing here? Like, what is that?
Yeah,
And then, and then to get out of pools, it was like either Ram, Nod, or Snorlax over here. And I'm like, wait, whoa. Calm down. Like, what? Hello? What are we doing here? What is this? Like, I'm looking at it just baffled. And I'm like, wait, is this how it normally goes in majors? Like, this can't be normal. Like, this can't be normal, right? Like, no. This has to change.
Yeah.
When the first batch of pools dropped. I wasn't stressing because I'm like, it's not my first rodeo. Nah, let me go give it a look. See what had. Why am I playing red in pools? And I won't lie. I had to go bring that up. I'm like, hey, like I got forced at ECT not too long ago. I don't think I should be playing red in bulls. And it looks like they agreed and swapped me around. So I was like, all right, bet, it's cool. And then I get a tag like, hey, now you in my pool. I'm like, oh, okay, let me see what's going on in this pool. Lord Knight.
Lord Knight.
Yeah, I remember you told me you was cursed with the Lord Knight matchup.
I was like, bro. Oh, you know what? They ain't gonna change it again. I deal with it again. And then I get a tag from Winty saying, oh, we in pools now. And I'm like, I've been playing with you to grind the Lord. What in the world? Okay.
Well, shit,
So
it worked.
I just called my pool the biking pool.
It was literally the biking pool. It was insane. Like, it got so crazy to the point where, my pools were Aaron the Mac, right? And Lurie's pools had, like, I believe, a Nemo to get out of pools. And then Macman's had Gambolini. So what had happened, I got Mac's pool, Lurie got my pool, and Lurie got who was it? And Lurie got my pool. So it was like, what? What? Like, what is happening? Like, what? Hello? Like, there was no, like, there was...
Yeah, I remember...
Like, I don't know.
I remember immediately after asking the question that there was a conundrum with the seating in question. It was definitely questionable from what I've heard and seen from a little bit. I didn't look too in depth of the bracket because I wasn't going, so I was like, I don't really care. But yeah, I definitely seen that. So yeah, I guess both of your pools have obviously changed. So I guess after the change. I guess we'll start with Snorlax now. I guess, did you feel pretty confident after the fact when the pools updated again for the last time?
I'm gonna be real. I think it's not a matter, because how I look at pools now, or any bracket in general, I don't look at it with the term of confidence or how, like, if I'm like dissatisfied with the pool. I just look at the pool and I'm just like, you know what? When they're final, I'm kind of just like, all right, I'm gonna just go do what I do.
That shit. Okay. Skull. What about you after the final updated? I know I'm saying pools, but I really mean the whole thing. I don't know how far y'all usually look for like projected stuff, but I guess in general, how did you feel about your path after the final updated pool thingy?
Well, first, just for pools, like, it looked pretty good. Like, okay, now I have to fight Scambolini to get out of pool. Like, okay, like, I can do that. Like, that's doable. This seems doable for me. But like, after that, I would definitely say like the midway point, like at top 48. Yeesh. Oof. I would have had to fight Ooey Gooey, which that went swimmingly. So yeah, Anji. So that was fun. But honestly, my bracket path wasn't that bad after like the final change. So I definitely preferred this path than my other path I had. Whatever, I don't know who over there thought that, yeah, this is good, this is great, ship it. Like, no, you need to fix this right now. People are dying in pools.
Yeah, bro.
It was some volatile matchups. Frame one.
Like, volatile, like people want it. Like, this, I didn't know Taku got this serious. Like, good lord.
Nah. This Taku shit is real.
Like I'm saying, like, what is that?
I ain't tell you about how straight out of pools I had to play Zondo last year.
Like, bro, you mean to tell me I walk all these steps and I had to, like, if I kept the pole I had before, I walk all these steps to fight chaos? Bro, no, I'm walking back to the hotel, bro. I ain't doing that crap. No, that's crazy. What?
Yeah, nah. I think this has to be like the biggest like uproar we've seen about seating for an event besides like Defender North maybe, like.
I think there's another one besides Defender North.
I think there was another one other than
that. There's another one. Remember. Yeah, I can't remember.
Was it East? No. I don't want to say ECT. It was.
No, ECT did have a lot. It was
this year.
No, not this year.
It wasn't this year. It was like 2 years ago.
It was the year before that one. It was the last one that
Oh.
Yeah.
I think
they who shall not be named were allowed at.
Oh, got you.
All right, so
flawless transition.
So yeah, I'm definitely like looking at the path right now as well. Yes, I mean it seems like the final updated path was definitely favoring for both of you really, because I mean we see Snorlax just dominating. Very contrary to his name, putting everybody to sleep, 3-0ing everybody in pools, including
6H. 6H. Oh my god.
You want to talk about that real quick?
Yo, we need the lore. We need the lore on that, bro. Because I seen Skull down there crashing on Twitter, bro. I'm like, what is he talking about?
Okay. So there was a point I was playing during my set with Winty on stream. We were going back and forth, like in the set or like in that round at least. I was about to lose a game, and at that point, I sat up in the chair. And I'm like, "Nah, we're not gonna let that happen." So I started mounting my comeback. I think I caught a backdash or something with close slash.
Yeah, it was
caught
a backdash.
Did 6K in the Beyblade. And with that, I brought Winty to about, give or take, like 40%. And at that point, I spent blood. I was already high blood, so I'm like, I'm about to pop. This is bad. I'm going to just go for the 6H and see what happens after that. I've never seen 40% disappear from a life bar that quick. And when it happened, anyone who was close to the stage could have heard me, because even though I had the mask on, I was cackling like an idiot.
Man, I'm kind of mad I didn't, bro. I'm kind of mad I didn't see. I'll probably add the clip and post or something. Cause that hell no.
I'm about to say, if you need the clip, I got you. That shit.
Oh yeah, that shit's definitely gonna be added in post.
That moment right there.
I'm playing it right now.
That was so insane. Like I was watching stream 1 of Nago versus Biden, because this was the first one, right? I was sitting there. And I saw Winty's backdash get caught. I'm like, okay, like this is a Nago combo. Like, you're probably gonna take like a swift, I don't know, like 40% plus high blood. Oh no, you're good. You're good. Why did she die from that? She had like more health than like most characters would at that point. With Japanese guts, and she died. I'm like, Nah, this character's getting nerfed. Yeah, no, this character's getting nerfed. I got out of my seat, I paced around, I was like, nah, this ain't real. This ain't real. This ain't real. No. No. We're out here dying for backdashes. You know what?
Look,
I'm so glad this patch was on Monday.
And then that patch dropped.
Yep. Whoa. we'll get into that shit. We'll get into that stupid shit, man. But speaking of clips, that isn't the last we're gonna see Snorlax on the base stage.
Oh my god.
Doing some bullshit. Now, for all the people watching the premiere right now, whenever this goes live, take a gander at your screen real quick. If you're lurking, go ahead and walk back to your device. Watch this bullshit. Can you explain this, please, to me? How in the world, right? How in the world, right? Okay, so neutral, right? You're playing this neutral. Boom. 5 gets escape. I don't count it. LK goes to the grab. Boom, boom, boom. Right? They go for Yo Johnson, Blood Rage because they're not watching the meter, and then you fucking pop. And then, of course, because Arceus is a great team, you now launch them high up in the air, like 30 feet in the air, right? They fall back down, and because they're tethered, you just kind of went to 5P. What exactly was going through your mind in that scenario?
I'm not gonna lie. I got counter hit, and I was like, damn, I lost. And then I saw the throw, and I'm like, oh, damn, I really lost. I'm about to get clowned on. And then I saw LK's feet leave the ground.
Yeah.
From that point forward, I said, I won. I'm seeing the buttons pressed. I'm like, don't do a setup here, because it's up. Please. Land with FD. Something.
And bro just committed.
Launched. And they didn't show because you couldn't see our faces. I saw Lord Knight shake his head. And I'm there laughing, mashing the 5 feet. Because I know the tether's on me, so this works. The only thing I can say in my head was like, man, I really needed the combo after Blood Pop, huh?
Yep.
That's just unfortunate because even if right, like the tether wasn't there, let's say for some reason, and he's still going for the setup, got blood popped on, like at least he'll be set like full screen. He could try to maybe get like a little chip, right? Maybe, right? But bro, just
it's a better situation than just dying.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, bro committed. I don't know what to say. And with that, I guess, of course, it was going viral, and of course, the Goat Knight himself did chime in a little bit by saying, tweet is on the screen currently, this is my fault, and I'm simply joining other goats and missing the pop in the clutch, but also it's Invo or something, question mark, into a combo, where are the DPRC haters at? Now... Go ahead.
About that, I didn't respond because I don't. If you know me on Twitter, I do not like engaging much about discussion of balance. I'll give my opinions here or there, like a dime a dozen, but I do not like engaging in the discussion because the discussion typically doesn't go anywhere.
Yep.
Real.
Facts as fuck.
All right. Now, when I saw that, I'm like, if we are going to put Blood Pop on the same level as DPRC, there's a conversation that needs to be had.
Look.
Do I think Nago needs to be involved on Blood Pop? No.
Fuck no.
Not at all.
What?
No. Blood pop sounds retarded.
Fuck no.
That's what it already is.
Holy shit.
He's involved on the Blood Pop. Do I think it's a good decision? No. Do I think it was as egregious as DPRC? Hell no.
Look.
Because if I Blood Pop, no matter what, I can't cancel it. At least to start up, let me be very specific. Can't cancel that, and I'm punishable. And on top of that, my life is draining anyway. All right. So at that point, why would I compare that to someone running at me from full screen doing DP, forcing me to block them doing the invo move, and then they RC, so it's free plus frames in my face.
Into a mix-up.
Into mix.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, it's definitely weird. Okay. My interpretation of the tweet, right? First of all, I wanted to save this segment because I'm gonna call it out right now. Half of y'all Strive Twitter gremlins are fucking brain dead and need to read. Okay? Because half of them are just like, oh, why didn't you know? Oh, it's your fault. Oh, bro, he literally said in the very first few words that he took accountability, something that y'all motherfuckers don't do. So,
damn,
moving on past that,
first day of the year.
No. We don't. Oh my god. On my fucking deads, I do it to me. I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Please tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
Say you wrong.
I mean, we ain't say all that now.
Dropping bars like that on the first day.
Man, this is gonna be a good year.
Fucking goofy ass bots can't take accountability while y'all fucking still suck donkey shit this game. Anyways, so next, right? My first interpretation, right, was that it might have been like a troll because that is the argument that was made for DPRC, right? It's invo, you get a combo, right?
Right.
But granted, it's like if it was serious, I don't think it's it's LK, so it probably wasn't, to be real.
It wasn't, no.
Yeah, I think it's LK, to be fair. But it's like he only got the combo because it was tethered, right? So, yeah. And it's because Mitscreen isn't getting the combo at all. So, I don't know. But in general, that was at least my take, was just like he's kind of maybe just trolling, playing a bit, because that is literally the same argument people made about DPRC. But people were quiet, right? But I guess it is fair to be quiet because, again, you were tethered. So, I don't know. That was my thing. So I didn't really take it that serious, but it just was that the people kind of just somehow, some way, skipping the very first few fucking words. And LK even said this is not the first time this has happened to him. So it's duh. But I don't know. But. Anybody got any last few words for that portion before we move into to focus more on Skull, or nah?
6H.
This guy, yo, this dude got PTSD or something, bro.
Bro, I swear to God, that's not go 6H.
Yo.
That thing haunts me every day,
bro.
It haunts me, and I thought freaking Calvados was the guts killer. I thought that thing nuked life bars. No.
Nah. Did they ever adjust the damage values on 6H throughout the entire history of the Strive?
No!
Damn.
Well, actually, no. They did. They adjusted the damage on it.
Oh.
They increased it.
What? Yo, what?
But guys, listen. The guard crush damage was the problem,
bro.
The guard crush damage was the issue here.
Because I feel like 6H on the wall and OTG in general was always known to be pretty egregious. They really never adjust that.
Yeah, no, the thing was, right? The reason why it was so strong when you did it OTG was it's a Guilty Gear thing, right?
Yeah.
OTG hits tend to do a lot of damage.
Yep.
That's why Hotashi also said this when he talked about possible Nago nerfs. He said, if we're going to nerf 6H, we need to nerf OTG damage in the game as a whole, because it's not the move's fault. It's something that's core in Guilty Gear.
Okay, true. Fair.
All right? So we had that. It doing its damage at the wall, okay, I got it. OTG stuff, right? But then they removed the special cancel, they gave it Guard Crush. Whoa. That's a nerf, but alright. The damage wasn't touched. Last patch, 6H, damage increased. Then the most recent patch, not a single damage nerf.
I can't believe this. I had no idea, dog. But
Great
anyways.
balance.
Yep. Yeah. This state of the art, mint condition balance. Let's go. But yeah, we're gonna move on to Skull's portion. So my very important question. So how did it feel knowing I was right about you getting top 8? Huh?
Look.
No. Because here's the thing, man. I'm tired of being disrespected. All right, I fucking know ball. People think because I don't win fucking Evo that I don't look at this game, motherfucker. Look, I'm gonna call out right now. I have more games than half of y'all motherfuckers. Okay, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't fucking care. I'm sick of this shit. I know this game. I know the players, bro. When I say a motherfucker's getting top 8, I'm calling that bitch out right now. I said, oh, bro, getting top 8. He said, all right, you can find me on Twitter at, shut the fuck up. I'm right. See how to feel.
No. When I got top 8, the first thing that went through my mind at that moment, I was like, oh my god, Riot's gonna... Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna hear the end of this from Riot.
Mm-hmm. Damn right.
The moment I get back, and we're gonna probably do another one of these, this question is gonna come up, and I don't know how I'm gonna respond to it. So I'm like, bro, hold on. So I don't know. Like you've called it multiple times.
I did. I called out Dream Atlanta 2023 and 24.
And 24, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe Riot is a prophet. Who knows? He just knows. He just knows these things.
Or maybe I just know fucking ball. Next question. So. No, I guess. All right. So with your first set in top 8 being Hotashi, first of all, I don't recall that well. Have you ever fought Hotashi before, or do you just like talk to him sometimes?
I fought him in bracket twice. Once was against his Bridget, and another time was against his Nago. I won both times. Then we played in Tower. Pretty sure we went even. It was like 9-9 or something. So I was accustomed to Hotashi. Now, what I wasn't accustomed to was how he was just willing to send it off rip.
Yep.
I was not ready for him to send it off rip. I was like, okay, let me lock in. You know, I was doing pretty good. I felt pretty good. But then the most tragic thing happened to me. I whiffed 6H as a wall break when I knew deep in my heart, like, okay, if this spacing, Wild Assault, Wall Splat, do something that isn't 6H. But at this point, what was going through my mind, I want this round to be over so bad. So I neglected to do anything that wasn't 6H. I whiffed. He teched off the wall. I used the flex shield. He walks up and he throws me. I'm like, oh my god. This was the worst thing that could have possibly happened. And at that point, my groove shambles. I am now just doing stuff. So I'm like, well, crap. It is what it is, I guess.
I made top 8. Fuck it.
Screw it. I made top 8. Faust sucks. Alright, move on. We ship it. So, I mean, I completed my mission. I set out for top 8. I got top 8. Whatever happens at that point, I'm just like, I'm cool and I'm chill. But
yep.
I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty pressed about that 6H whiff. That was like the worst thing that could have ever happened to me. Like, good lord.
Yeah.
I knew better. I knew so much better. And I'm like, oh, I just gave people fuel. I gave Faust players fuel to downplay. And I'm like, no. I just did this. I just did this to myself. What am I doing? What am I doing?
Yeah, well, unfortunately, things like that happen. All you can really do is just, take account that's the scenario situation and just be ready for the interaction next time. But was definitely good stuff. Sadly, the only 4-4 bro in the top 8, but it's okay because we went all strong. All of them tight. So, I guess final question as far as Taku goes. Did both of y'all, I guess, if you had any, did you meet any expectations or surpass them or anything like that? Or did you just like wing it and just whatever your mental skill, whatever that goes into these things, whatever happened?
I high key winged the shit out of it.
Word.
Because I was so busy with so much in the weeks leading up to Taku, and it didn't help that Marvel Rivals dropped. And that's been my addiction between that and Street Fighter. So I played a bit of Strive to, keep myself in shape, but at the same, I had like the sneaking thought in my mind of like, you're not really ready.
Okay.
But as a competitor, I know better. I can't have that thought. So I just told myself, you know what? I'm going to go there. I'm going to do my thing. And then I got the best placing I've gotten at Taku.
Yup, most definitely.
So I can't say I surpassed any expectations because I just didn't have any of myself.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess Skull, what about you? Any expectation that you had, and if you did you meet them or surpass them or anything like that? Or was it kind of
Now, as for me, I didn't have the highest of expectations. I was expecting maybe like 13th, maybe 9th. But honestly, I did better than I thought I would. Like, no cap, I actually did way better than I thought I would. 3-0ing everyone in my pool. That was nice. That was pretty good. Proceeded to get 3-0'd by Uigu. That dims the brakes. But beating Aaron, though, granted, he doesn't play the game that much. I think he's coming back around, but he's pretty much been focusing on Grand Blue and all that. But even still, to beat Aaron in a tournament setting on his HC, and it was close too.
Damn. Yeah, I'm seeing
that felt really good. Like, that gave me a complete boost. I'm like, yeah, I got this. I can make top 8. I got this. Like, I definitely think I did really well. Like, in terms of expectations wise, I surpassed them, I think. Plus, this being my first major, I'm like, wow, I actually cooked. I cooked here. I really did good.
Yeah, most definitely.
Well, hold on. Before we switch topics,
I
gotta ask both of y'all, what was the hardest set that y'all won?
I'm gonna ask that.
That made y'all sweat? Like,
fucking classified to make top 16. And that was the hardest set because I was playing classified anyway, just because. So it didn't help because this is something that not many know of. The Thursday, right before everything opened up on Friday, it was midnight. I went to sleep early because I had to catch my flight at 5 in the morning. Midnight hits, I can't sleep.
Damn.
So And right before I went to bed, I got a message from Classified asking me for games. While I'm sitting there up and I can't go back to sleep, I'm like, man, let me check Discord. Checks Discord. Luckily, I didn't pack up the stick yet. Yo, Classified, what you doing? Let's run the set. Since we were asking for games. And we played a sweaty ass set. And I'm like, all right, cool. That's fine. I got knocked out of winner's side of top, what is it? Top 24. Oh man, all right, whatever. It's fine. That's straight. Cool. Who do I got to play to make top 16? Classified. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. Sweatiest set. I wish that set was on stream. I won that set 3-2 by doing one of the most clutches white wild assaults. That's a sentence you'll never hear from me again, by the way. But one of the most clutch white wild assaults you'll ever see, just to steal the dub.
Man. And it was a loser side too for top 16. So I mean, it was the stakes were higher than it would have been if it was winner side. Damn. Yeah. I guess I kind of wanted to ask a similar question, but it was kind of in the same ballpark of kind of just like, what was there an opponent or multiple opponents, if anything, that y'all kind of like worried about the most in terms of if you had to run into them? I know Skull's probably Aaron, but I guess if there's anybody else and from Snorlax as well.
Shit, who's I worried about running into?
Because even I'm seeing, you know, of course, as far as Snorlax goes, obviously, you know, Winty, Lord Knight as well. We are talking about that as well. Of course, ran into ITB and dropped 3-1, and then of course, like, losing Rim was just hell because, you know, obviously the bracket is just getting smaller and smaller. All, like, you know, the sweats and high level players and all that pizzazz. Then unfortunately running into Razo getting out. So as far as going, oh shit, I fucked myself up. Hold on. Oh no, I didn't. Actually, yeah, y'all can go ahead. My fault.
Like, for me, like, aside from running into like Aaron and Uwe, but that's like, for Uwe it's like Anji bias. Like, I hate Anji. Really, the only person I can think of I was scared to run into was Tene, because of his experience fighting Apology Man, he knows the ins and outs of Faust. Like, he knows how to fight Faust to a degree to where it pretty much feels doomed. I played Tene before on his soul couple months back before season 4. I'm not gonna lie, beat the brakes off me. Like, he brakes off me. It was like some close sets, but like, Jesus, it was. Yeah, no, it was a wash. It was quite the wash. So that was the most scary person to me that I could have ran into. But other than that, like, everyone else was like, it's chill, it's fine, I guess.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. I feel like Tene is definitely easily one of the smartest Strive players in pretty much the entire last of the game, so that's definitely fair. I guess, Snorlax, did you have anybody in mind that you were kind of just, if there was any fear, was kind of just like, just do whatever you gotta do?
My thing was just do whatever I was going to do. But I will say, there was one person I really didn't want to run into. And that's just because it's biased of how I feel about that character. With everything in my soul, my body, my spiritual being, physical, I didn't want to see Red. I am not in my path at all. Because fuck Gold Lewis. You couldn't pay me enough to fly out to a location to fight Gold Lewis.
Oh man. I mean, it worked out. I mean, because the way your patch looked, you hit top 40 and didn't have to see them at all. They were in CrashoutDuggers top 48 pool.
Why? I saw that. That was the projected path. I put my one in the sky. Said somebody looking out for me.
Oh man. All right, now moving on to this wretched patch that dropped the Monday after.
Oh, it's time! It's time!
Yeah,
Wait for this.
I was trying to stall because I really did not want to ask this question.
I have been waiting. I have been waiting. I am now rubbing my hands. I am ready for this. Woo!
So, Guilty Gear Strive, I don't know what the fuck the version is, like 1.4 some shit. I don't even know, dog. Pretty much the first patch after the launch season 4 patch dropped a few weeks ago.
The emergency patch.
Yeah, pretty much the emergency eject patch. That, it's what it seemed like, the intention was pretty much to right their wrongs from the launch season 4 patch. Hold on. Unclench your fists. It's okay.
Alright.
You don't know, my shit looking like Arthur right now. I don't know.
Put the veins away. It's okay, guys. But yeah, the initial intention was to essentially right their wrongs from the launch season 4 patch. We're seeing, of course, damage decreases as well as small stuff, like fixing issues with throw clash not happening when from like a hitbox bridge dial, or just small bug fix or whatever. We're seeing guard crush, chip damage decreases as well, changes to hurt boxes and all that stuff. But as I guess as the notes go on, we kind of see this may or may not have seemed like another artist patch where they say one thing and they just completely miss the mark. So I guess we can start with probably Skull this time as well. Did you feel like they hit their mark and did a competent job enough to essentially right their wrongs?
Competent. That's a word.
No. Alright, let me not get ahead of myself. Okay. I will say certain things, like guard crush, the damage on that, getting cut, I'm like, okay, this is good. Characters who kill you for blocking, freaking Gold Lewis, Nago, to an extent, freaking, like, that the Sin doing his stuff, like, okay, that's fine. No, I'm okay with the guard crush stuff. That being, but can we talk about how they thought it was a good idea to have Potemkin?
Oh, here it is.
Get Kara's back.
Here it is.
And maintain his strengths that they gave him in season 4. Cause if you
Yo,
He's dying. Happening.
That's a crash out right there.
Oh, let me hold on. Woo.
This brother crashed out there. Oh, shit.
yo.
Ooh. Okay. All right. So, because they said in their previous patch, when they was talking about giving Pod his cards back, they said that they was going to tune the moves to make them in line with the sliding, like, to make them have cards back. They're going to in-tune the moves to balance around them. Okay, yeah, sure. We got that. Why is Kara Podbuster the best round star in the game right now? Why? Tell me, why did they think giving this man cars with armor the best round star in the game? I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, I don't get it. And then on top of that, because it gets worse, Car Garuda. It's a projectile. He doesn't get pushed back. I'm IBFDing him for fun. There is no reason to use IBFD now. I have... the amount of times I've lagged just so I can deal with Garuda Oki, it needs nothing. It needs nothing now. I have to use the Flex Shield. Or hold 9, and those options aren't good. Okay? Okay, those options are good. Other thing, we're moving on from Pod, because I could go on. We need to move on. Ram, I think they... Yes. Ram, thank God. She needs to use her brain more, that's good. Still wish they nerfed JH. That move's a problem. That move's an issue. Nago.
Yo.
I'm gonna preface this. Skull and I talked about the patch at Taku.
You know, out of all the changes, I thought they would do the Nago. None of it was. Blood Rage, if he hits you in the air and you block it, he is more punishable. I didn't think they would do that. I thought they would keep Moon Gravity if you freaking blocked it in the air. I thought they would have kept that. But I thought they would do something like nerf his damage. But they said, and I quote, his heavy slashes are heavily impacted with the guard crush changes, so their normal damage remains unchanged. So they intentionally made it so he just kills you heavy slash, 6H, RC, 6H, RC, 6H. And I'm like, alright, you know what? They made him a one-shot. Y'all did that. Cool, great. But there should have been done more. Gold Lewis, y'all should have done more. It wasn't enough. Y'all should have done more. Skyfish nerf, I like that. Now they can't just do like Skyfish cancel. And now they just recovered quick. If I actually call them out for it, I can punish them. Cool. But it wasn't enough. Y'all should have hit this man more. Like, give him some more weaknesses. Please. Something, please, anything. Jacko, y'all should have let the sweep the way it was. I'm sorry, Omega, I'm sorry. But
No, okay. Side note.
I'm sorry.
I'm probably like the only Jackal, I haven't said this to anyone yet, but they shouldn't have reverted to 2D nerf. I'm sorry, but the amount of crash outs of Jacko to see, we need that shit back, y'all didn't need it to begin with.
Like, y'all were carried with this 2D. I'm sorry, Jackals. Y'all were carried.
I'm not gonna lie, they should have reverted.
Johnny! I thought I was gonna see.
Hold up. Look, we gonna get to character specific stuff in a sec. Alright. Well, because I know we all got something to say about a lot of the target characters that we're gonna talk about today that I have on the list. But in the meantime, Snorlax, I guess. God damn it! Do you feel like they did at least a good enough job to be on a better path to bettering the game and bettering how the game was in season 4 launch?
Okay, on a serious note, I think this is
that one first.
Yeah.
On a serious note, I think it's an okay direction. I think the approaches they are doing and making it so we actually have more interactions, doing air quotes here, but actual more interactions, I think that's good for the game, because this game is already volatile enough. And I didn't think the start of Season 4 to where making it so that, we're going to make it so we have interactions, like more interactions, but give certain characters damage buffs. I think that contradicted their idea. So them noticing that was a bad idea in the first place, and them targeting certain things that netted characters to do the damage they did, I think that's good. They should keep doing this. But instead of just damage nerfs, we need like overall like changes. But other than that, it's like, yeah, no, this is a good direction, I think.
No, definitely fair analysis. Snorlax, same question.
As for me, see, here's the thing. All right. We've had multiple balance patches in the past. Every time I think Arxis has taken a step in the right direction, they end up going like falling down a flight of steps back. The patch, they did some good things. Like Skull mentioned, they adjusted some of the damage on some stuff, right? And at that point, I'm looking at it like, oh, okay, like, that's some nice changes, that's some nice stuff. But I really sat here after we've seen the patch notes. I haven't played the new patch yet, admittedly. I will say that. I haven't played much of it. I think I probably played, one set, and that was only against Chip. And the way how I'm just looking at it and I'm thinking about the patch, it's like there's always major issues that you guys keep in or you just sneak past everybody that never gets talked about and is going to end up being a problem that sticks with this season and goes on to any future seasons if there's any. All right, we already talked about it before. Pot got all these compensation buffs because they removed Kara, keeps the compensation buffs but gets Kara back. Gold Lewis. Okay, Guard Crush gets nerfed. All right. The rest of Gold Lewis's kit is still absurd. All right, we're nerfing damage across the board. Nago doesn't get a single damage nerf. Like, man. I don't get it. It's one of those where I'm just kind of like, I'm not gonna say they took a step in the right direction because it's a typical Arxis patch where they fool you by thinking they're doing that, and then we got big problems in the back with a smiley face holding a thumbs up.
What's that meme where it's like the emoji on the mask over his face?
Yeah.
Yo, it's like a smiley face mask, and then it's just, you see the devil emoji in the back. It's like, dog, like, can you go away? Man. Well, I guess next up, I already know what it is, but for the people at home, Obligate, how do you feel about the general direction and thought process of the patch?
I'm giving an analogy. If this shit was like an emergency patch, they gave us a parachute, told us to jump. We popped the parachute. That shit got one massive hole in the shit called pot, and now we're just free falling.
Damn. Not the faulty parachute, dog.
Outside of that, Jack got 2D back. Revert it. That's all I'll say. Some of y'all Jackals, y'all didn't need it. Y'all didn't need it.
Man. All right. Before we get into the specific characters, because we were gonna go into those a little bit. My turn. Are y'all fucking stupid? Yo, like, not even this patch, right? When the season 4 launch patch dropped, I thought I was like losing my mind. I thought like Arxis was like low staff. They had to hire fucking Blizzard employees because why am I seeing health increase buffs and then damage increase? What are we doing? And they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna aim to decrease the amount of damage, but also buff health so we can have more interaction. We have seen more TODs that passed in the history of Strive. Like, bro, I thought I was going so crazy. I got my friend Sincere to look at it. I'm like, bro, I'm not tripping, right? He said, what? I said, so like, if they buff health and then buff damage, are they what? Hello? Like, it was like, no, they tripping. It's like, okay, so this patch, right? Kind of same ordeal, right? They're like, yeah, that was kind of stupid. So we're gonna decrease damage, and then same shit. We don't see some characters, you know, they get damage nerfs quite hefty, right? And then some don't get any at all. So some get very little, and it's just like it's very uneven. So it's like, yeah, sure, you're gonna, you know, revert shit and decrease damage, but it's like it's not even like, I don't want to say equal because I don't think it should be, because not every character is already doing equal damage in the first place. But it's still to a degree of like equal in terms of this character was shitting mad damage. Like, they had damage out the ass for free for doing absolutely nothing by hitting their kneecaps on the controller. But they get a stop on the wrist when it comes to damage. But yet, this character only gets their damage from like one or two things, and they get like a tsunami dropped on them. Like, I don't know, dog. I play a little bit, but not like an absurd amount. I've kind of been messing around with like specific character shit. But I think, I mean, and my points are gonna make more sense. I have more to say when we get into the character specific stuff, but it's just, yeah, pretty much just like I said. It's just they say one thing and then they're just like, they're on the right track with a few changes, and then there's one change that's like, what are you doing? You know, like this very evidently does not go with what you're saying. Like, I don't know. And, you know, people will kind of, you know, play devil's advocate or, you know, kiss ass like they love to do for some reason and be like, oh man, this shit is hard. You know, it's like, is it? You know, like don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm like a aficionado when it comes to, you know, balancing, coding, but it's like some things just make sense. Some things fucking don't. I mean, it's that simple, right? I mean, again, season 4 launch. Why are we buffing health, buffing damage, and then saying we want the game to have more interactions? That makes no fucking sense, dog. Like, that doesn't make you don't need to agree for that shit. Like, you don't need to be an evil weirdo to understand that. Like, I don't know, man, but I'm gonna cut it there because, yeah, been a lot of time. So I guess into specific character changes, we're gonna start with characters that we all play, and then go into, you know, the Three Stooges, and then a few winners, losers, and all that good before we call it a day. So gonna be rounding them back to Snorlax here with the current Nuggle changes. Of course, I'm saying 6K no longer able to maintain momentum when canceling the start between an action of another special move or overdrive, and blowback adjustment to blood rage, decrease horizontal blowback, and launch high on aerial block. I guess, how much do these really matter? I know you already talked about, you know, the lack of damage nerfs, but I guess other than that, anything that you're kind of surprised that it is here, or any opinions on here?
No. So, not gonna lie, if you block blood pop, getting knocked off the screen was a problem. I thought that was pretty stupid. Then we have the 6K change, which I'm like, that doesn't affect me. But I know it affected all the other Noggles who wanted to use it to do the wave dash, which was all you did was essentially you did 6K, but card the startup with FD, which was something I admittedly, and will still say, was stupid and not needed. Like, it looks nice, that was it. But you got more mileage at walking at people anyway. So why am I doing extra execution when I could get the same thing by walking at you?
It did,
So,
look,
yeah.
it did look kind of fire. I can't lie.
Yeah, I bet it did look flyer watching him slide across the floor.
Yeah, he did that already.
Look.
Man, it's like,
It's called
wait,
Fukio.
I was like, oh man, it looks like I can do that by pressing 236K.
Oh my god.
But yeah, this is that. I'm so indifferent about it because overall, the patch it like it didn't change him enough for me to really be like, oh man, Drat. I have to learn a new character now. It's just, I can't do this tech I wasn't doing anyway, and they punish me for this. Okay.
Yeah, fair.
Okay.
And you know what? And actually, before we move on to Faust, since some time has passed as well, I don't even recall if we have kind of discussed the game plan with the changes to his age normals now. But I guess now that time has passed, I guess has there been like a kind of more refined game plan when it comes to utilizing his age normals? Is it mostly just like a pressure thing, or things that like kind of force it to be high blood and then kind of do your usual game plan of locking people down?
Yeah.
Word. Okay.
That's exactly what you do. You get high blood, and then you use it for pressure to keep them locked down, and you make them fear getting hit.
Word. All right. Moving on to Faust here.
Oh boy.
The wrong button. So I'm seeing a lot of fixed issues. What exactly is going down in Faust territory to where we need all these issues being fixed, and then the one damage decrease for a hole in one?
Oh my god. Okay, so if y'all are familiar with Strive and all of its history, what has it been? 4 years, 3 years, whatever.
Yeah.
Faust is this character who somehow every patch keeps getting bug fixes. Right? It's just in his nature. He always has some sort of bug in every season that either helps him, negatively impacts him, or just does whatever, like, or crashes your game. But these bugs right here, like these bug fixes, literally all they did was for Hammer, like fix an issue where it caused the movement speed to remain unchanged when it hits the ground. They literally just made it so if you hit it when it touches the ground with either 5D or the golf club, it doesn't just stay in place. It will actually just move. It will just go. It won't stay in place. It'll actually just move forward. Similar to Trumpet. Similar to Mini Faust. But he also had this thing where if you happen to be spaced at a certain place and you hit him, there's an off chance he'll just go off screen. Like, he won't even be walking around. He'll just go off screen. So that's nice. Like, it's cool, I guess. Afro, there are some times, I've seen this happen like once or twice, where if you hit it, there are times it'll just go invisible. Or it just won't pick up. I don't know why. It just does that. And they also made it so that if you hit Afro with a JD, because Faust had this one problem for years, 4 years, where if he lights the Afro and he hits you with JD, it doesn't pop the Afro. Instead, it just acts like a normal hit, and then it'll just explode later. Now they just made it so that if the Afro is lit, he hits you with JD, it just pops. He gets a combo. This is good. I don't know why he had this for this long, and now it got fixed. But you know what? I'll take it. Sure. Why not, right? Banana, literally the same thing as Afro. Cool. Now the one I'm most pressed about, and I don't even know why they did this, was reverting the clean hit damage back to 120 off of thrust. Now, in my head, when I saw this, I was like, okay, no. They're making it so that you don't do as much damage from certain hits, right? But certain characters kept all their damage intact. Still. And Faust already did like low damage. Why did we think that buffing his clean hit damage to 150 from 120 and then reverting it back to 120 again? What was needed here? What was needed here? We already had to land thrust, which on its own is already hard on itself to do. And even clean hit with it, which against certain characters or in certain situations we aren't going to be able to do or want to do. So why did they think that nerfing his damage back to the way it was before was a good idea? Like, it's not even that easy to come by. Like, I could understand if it was like a normal or something, but this is a 2-step process. 3-step if you want to count actually getting the clean hit. Like, this is... I just don't know. I just don't know. Cause now it's like, okay, Faust is virtually unchanged. He just got bug fixes and a damage nerf. What more do I, like, what? Like, what? Hello? I don't know what game we're playing here, but, like...
you know, go take your shot. When we baby top tiers, and then everybody else is hit or miss.
Like, I mean, I will say though, the 150 damage change, like, when it first changed to 150, I'm not gonna lie, that did a lot of damage. Like, that did a lot of damage. Because at Taku, I hit Flying Bacon with a counter hit 6H, and I charged thrust. I took off a swift 80%. A swift 80%, but no super. And just an RC and wall break. He was at 80%, and I almost killed him.
Broken.
I was actually like, wait a minute. Faust doing damage? Word. I'm with that. But then I realized, oh wait, they're nerfing that. Well, that was fun while it lasted. Like, dang. I barely had time to fully enjoy this. Now it's just getting taken away from me. Like, what is that? But I don't know. Like, in all, Faust's game plan, however you want to play him, has not changed in the slightest. Because he just got bug fixes and a damage nerf, so he's basically how he was at the start of Season 4, minus the buff to Hole-in-One. So yeah, that's great character. Yeah, that's great.
Well, for analysis, I mean, I don't got much in my own opinion of this patch. I kind of just fought one Faust from local, and then but like nothing was that crazy, so I didn't really see anything. But I know there's another character we kind of dabbled on already, but Jacko, another character barely getting any changes in this patch, but I guess however people feel about this one, I guess Sweet will get
barely. I don't know, barely.
I don't even know anymore, dog. Of course, blowback adjustment on Sweet, so they pretty much reverted the Season 4 launch patch. And then also, servant issue getting an issue fix, I guess making it pop. Wait, what the fuck? This issue making it possible to dash cancel sometimes even when not coming into contact with a servant. What? I never saw that before. But yeah,
yeah,
I guess. But I know you kind of already had your opinion on this one, but I guess any other opinions or kind of what you would rather want to see, anything like that?
I don't care at this point, dog. Like I played a premiere on the first day of the patch just to see what how it feels. I felt dead inside. I'm not gonna lie.
Damn.
I'm like, oh boy, 2D's back. I don't care. I don't care. Like, bro, just revert it, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. She was more fun without that 2D mix. It was fun just figuring shit out. Now they got it back and they don't know how to act.
Yeah, dude.
Let's spam 2D mid screen. Oh, I got it.
Dude.
4-way mix.
Oh my god.
Oh, we got OTGs back. She didn't need it. She has enough damage rush as it. You can rip my Jackal card all you want, but you won't.
You can try.
Oh, Jackal. I don't even know if I even want to get into Jackal players, dog. I can't, like.
Bro, I saw a tweet, right? And it was like, yo, why all Jackal players are so trash? I was so tempted to say, because they are. And they don't know how to act, because they play a unconventional character, and when shit works, they run with it.
Yeah, Jackal was unfortunately one of the one-player games characters, as I like to coin them in the game.
But when shit doesn't work, oh my god, the fucking sky's falling.
Yeah, I don't know, dog. The amount of times that a Jackal will just like cry, and the fact that I'm just like hitting minions with easy, because like, bro, y'all are just fucking brain dead and can't throw at any angles besides where I'm hitting you at. Like, what are you talking about? Like, they just have like this simple game plan to want to brute force their way in so they can play the one-player game. Like, that's pretty much it. Like, you know what's bad when you're asking advice of how to deal with Jackal offense, and they all say YRC LOL. Like I don't know. Like, you mean to tell me I have to sit here and wait for till I get to my bar for you to just fucking throw me or 5D? Like, come on, guys. Yeah, I don't want to waste more time. Fuck Jackal. Anyways, next, Axel. So we got a rainwater adjustment. Essentially, they have finally decided to, have some brain cells and change rainwater in a way that will actually benefit us. Essentially, blowback adjustment. They didn't necessarily revert it, but they just increased the launch height and just made them essentially just go straight up instead of forward. This is actually good because we actually have decent reward on hit now. We kind of have like half of our combos that we used to have. We can kind of do small stuff like run up 5k or closest bomber, things like that. So we get a better reward on hit. Back to the corner on counter hit, we can get a slash switch combo. We have decent one vision routes as well off of that. We can do like a whole bunch of like jump cancel combos. So definitely, this is pretty much like not the best rewards I want to say, but it's the best like in the middle version of rainwater because we don't get the vacuum, but we also have more consistency now, which is the biggest issue with the rainwater the vacuum being taken away. So now we at least have decent convergence. I know there was a few assholes complaining still about like 5P Mantis being inconsistent or 5P 6K Mantis being inconsistent. Get fucking better. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of sick of y'all. Still complaining with this fucking vacuum, dog. Like, I'll tell you, the vacuum. I've said it a few times, and I keep delaying the video because I can't say it without like not crashing out. But the vacuum wasn't really that big of a deal losing. I'll be honest. I mean, I get a lot of y'all only played like season 3, pretty much when the vacuum came out. But yeah, I don't want to get too into it, dog. But yeah, just if you are still upset about current rainwater dispatch, get fucking better. Axel Bomber having a damage decrease from 90 to 80. I'm pretty sure that's what it used to be. I mean, I'm not really upset about the damage decrease, but we'll see as we get further down to our suspect list that this was kind of like, This is kind of what I alluded to earlier about like most of some characters' damages only being tied to 1 or 2 moves, and it's just like they get hit harder than like, other characters. But again, it's not that big of a deal. I think Axel's at least in a decent spot. Not like balance wise, obviously, because it's fucking Strive. But he's at least the best he's been, in my opinion, for a few patches now. Mostly due to his conversion ability on Rainwater being slightly more consistent. But I also did not mean to have the note on screen for that long. My fault for people watching. But yeah, going on to the fucking... Well, I can't even say Demons of the World right now, because this next character is a character that we actually need to talk about in this version. Because compared to the other characters that we have on the list today to discuss, this character actually, in my opinion, did take quite a bit of a hit. That is going to be Ram Kinda Lethal Valentine. Anybody want to take a stab or first stab at what we got? Because I mean, we're seeing, of course, increased startup on Daro 63P. So a lot of her conversions are gonna take a bit of a hit. I know I pointed out one of the last few episodes of her literally being able to fucking like 2K, say 3P, and then corner like S-sword corner bullshit. So I think that route's gone now. Of course, changes to, you know, her super guard creep as well. So I guess anybody have an opinion on where they think Ram is right now in terms of still being a demon and to be working with?
I think Ram is like it's crazy because like at the start of season 4, right, she did have that whole bug to her that was already stupid, and then on top of that she had guard crush, sword toss, easy bake oven confirmed, 5k into Daru was stupid. Having guard crush on her Rekkas not only make it so that she is plus, but also like really finicky RPS at times to where it's just not advised. And then on top of that, with her normals being adjusted to have it so that they do more damage, and then Caval's being there too, I was like, okay, no, this character might as well be the best one of, if not the best characters in the game. What? Now, seeing how they made it so that her swords come back, they take a longer time to come back, like until they get off the ground. But she can like, they go quicker, and then she can actually just like move closer to pick them up. That's okay. Daru having increased startup, that means a lot of her punishes that she would do off of her kicks are non-existent. Like 5k Daru into wall to wall, like that's gone, so that's good. Her Rekka 3 not having as much guard crush duration is also good. And also her doing Rekka, like if you were in the air, she would do like Rekka into sword toss. That got nerfed. I think Ram's in a very okay / like not egregious spot, because there's like other characters who take that spot now, unironically. But compared to her last patch, I think she's okay. She needs a bit more thought to her game plan, if you can call it that, I guess. And seeing how she got damage nerfs on her Cavalos too, we take those. We definitely take those. Still wish her JH got nerfed. Like, I hate that thing with a burning passion.
Fair. So, Lex, what is your stance on current Ram?
The Ram bottom tier?
Oh,
I don't think so.
All right, then nothing has changed. All right.
No, that is fair.
It's nice that Ram has to think more. Okay. Ram's still stupid, doing the same things of oppressing you immensely and getting massive payoff from it. Yeah. The Ram players still crying that Ram got adjusted because they have to think more.
Yeah.
Even though Ram is
Yeah.
still very strong.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what changed?
I mean, they're so down bad. They're scrapping for reasons to downplay her by saying she has the worst super in the game. But
I wish I had the capacity to do that.
I saw a Ram player go on Twitter and argue with a chip player saying, "Does your super do no damage? Or does your wall break super do no damage?" And feed them burst to a chip player
to a chip.
To a chip.
who, I don't know if you know Chip, but Chip only got one wall break super.
Yeah.
Yep.
The one that I like to say heals you, because that's not damage.
Yeah, there's literally at a point where he does 1 damage.
Yeah, he does fucking one, bro. Like, what are we saying? Meanwhile, seeing Ram do Calvados, and then it's like, yeah, sure, you do 1 damage. How much does the last hit do? Like, I don't know. Like, holy shit, last hit be doing like 30,000.
Yeah. I don't know about you. That's a lot bigger than 1.
Man, but it's whatever, dog. But yeah, it's I don't know what's your experience with the patch Omega, because I last I heard you jumped ship. So I
told you, I played the mirror, I jumped ship, bro. Like I might come back here or there, but like, bro, like I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not going before this patch. Ram players play that character like they were still in season 3, except they just had Garfish now.
So what they doing now?
Like,
shit. All right, well, I guess in that case, as far as me, I haven't followed Ram. Honestly, I haven't followed Ram in like 2 patches, bro. So I don't even like. But I mean, it's not gonna mean anything because y'all still play so fucking brain dead. But I will say to be fair, you know, fucking Salt and what the fuck's the word? God damn it, I just blanked. Bias aside, I will say, at least she did get touched. At least, right? I know a lot of players were kind of struggling because we see players, like SQ, Mokwe, if you a bit like they did a pretty good job of adapting to the initials launch season 4 changes, to where they were able to structure their offense and combos in a way that they kind of were able to get the swords back. But now with the swords coming back, taking even longer to come back, right? That is gonna be kind of strenuous for them, especially the ones that kind of grinded out and really took that time to stall their combos and strings for long enough. And of course, with swords obviously being the main biggest point of Ram, taking that hit was strenuous, but needed. Other than that, I mean, I can't really say much because again I haven't fought her, but at least she is finally taking some sort of a hit. It was needed, but that's pretty much all I want to say. To move on quickly, next character on the pedestal on the stand here is going to be the security of the fence, Gold Fat Fuck Dickinson.
You know what, Lax? You got this one, buddy. You got it.
Oh wait!
Yeah, you can go and start it off. I'll say what I went after.
Let me turn my snap back to the back. All right. I've been saying this shit for years. When that character was released, he is a character that you need to keep not strong. He has to have clear weaknesses.
Weaknesses. That's a good word.
Yeah.
Right? Because if a character like Gold Lewis doesn't have clear weaknesses, he will go to top 5 and he will set up shop. You know the fucking video or GIF, whatever you want to call it, or one dude flicking out the foldable chair and sitting down? Yeah. That's Gold Lewis.
Yeah.
Because they keep taking away his weaknesses. Oh man, well, this character, like, He's a big body, all right. So it means his mobility is not that great. Nah, he can run and he got an air dash. Whoa, whoa. And his jump buttons are like, they ain't the greatest. Bust JD. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, his ground buttons in neutral, they aren't really that good. Starts buffing them. Whoa, whoa. But I mean, yeah, when you give him the block, it's not like he has a way to get in like that. Gives him wild assault. Whoa.
Man.
You keep the character, even with these guard crush changes, not much has changed for him because he's gonna hit you and you're gonna die. You will get hit and be found on the back of a milk carton a week later.
Wait. Yo.
Put him on a shirt. Good lord.
Put him on a shirt. He gonna ask you what size you want it in.
Nah, bro, say they gonna put you on a got milk billboard.
Literally. You'll get hit by a cold flash in memory of.
Have you seen this person?
Got HP?
Oh my god.
Got HP.
Got tension?
I need when this drops, I need somebody to make the edit now. Got HP.
No, like actually I made an edit of that now. Got HP. Yeah. That goes hard. Yeah. That goes hard.
Nah, bro.
Now, all these nerfs, they're not nerfing the main problem about him. He is a character that even on defense still has one of the best defensive normals I've ever seen in my years of playing a fighting game. Why is his 2P still +3 on block? It's 5 frames and it's plus. It's an ignorant anti-air. I get it, it's not a great button in neutral. Ooh, I don't give a fuck. I can't pressure you up close. I can't keep you out because you could spend your burst, hit me, and then win. I got you walk at me in neutral, I gotta guess for my life. Because if you hit me on the floor, I'm dead. And if you decide, oh man, this Jordan logo on my sneakers is real official, and leap into the sky and press JD, I die. Oh, what's that? You're trying to create distance from me? Well, what's the super?
I burn it down.
Yup, burn it down. Come towards me, because even if you don't want it, I'm running at you, and you gotta hold that. Arxis, stop playing with it and nerf him.
Oh no, bro.
I need that character. I need C tier to come back for him.
Bro. Yeah, I don't know what their regimen is for picking what needs to be addressed and what doesn't, but yeah, this is insane. But I guess Omega, is there anything you wanted to add in terms of what the notes entails for current Go Lewis?
I remember making this one case.
Go ahead.
I said this jokingly about Go Lewis. Never in my life have I felt like I was losing for hitting him.
Damn.
Because what would happen, my character does, not that much damage, and I break the wall. By the time I send him through this wall, he has access to Wild Assault. Now he can just turn the tide of battle in one fell swoop because I decided to get positive bonus.
How dare you?
How dare I try to use the mechanic that Arxis put in the game and decided to nerf wall slumps for so that we can incentivize using positive bonus. Only for Go Lewis to be like, oh, we're back to neutral? Say no more. Wall assault. Hard knockdown. I'm in there. Drone. Gotta hold that. Now I'm in. I don't have resources. Guard crush, and then. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't react to the reset that if I guess wrong with, I die for. My fault. I should have reacted to the reset that you could have potentially not have done because you have like 800 BT. like, you're doing 486, the slow overhead. Why didn't you react to that? Oh, my fault. I thought you was gonna do 268, fast overhead.
You know what you
fast low.
Me of?
Like,
dude, I'm sorry to cut you off. I gotta get this off my chest. Thank you for reminding me. Let me get the y'all. You hear how he's describing Behemoth, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You have to guess on which one he's doing. My fault. I didn't react because I had to take a guess on which of these you're doing, and to deal with them, my guess is I gotta press something. I gotta try to backdash and avoid it. I gotta use a super. Ooh. And then my only answer, you gonna sit there and tell me what a straight face? Man, just FD, just IPFD. But when I tell you IBFD /Rekka for 4 years straight, and you say that's bad design, oh man, it's okay because you can do it.
Nah, they'll tell you the same thing. And they're gonna be like, Gap. Like, what are you talking about? like, why are we like, bro? I hate Strider players and the word gap. Like, y'all be gapping.
We need to take that. We need to take that word out of our dictionary.
Hey, I'm sorry. It don't come out of my dictionary because when
Strider players, y'all need to take that out of y'all's dictionary. I'm sorry, y'all be using it haphazardly.
No, everybody except me, y'all can take that out. I'm gonna use that because when I win, most of the time it's gap. I'm not gonna lie. I don't be playing
when I win, I'll admit, okay, this wasn't gap. But if it's like a character like Anji, Leo, Johnny, oh no, I'm saying I do not care. I do not care.
Bro.
Y'all got it.
Nah, bro.
Real quick. Last thing about Golos, all I'm gonna say is that we've been through the cycle of Golos gets something good. Oh, let's tone it down a bit. He gets something good. Let's tone it down a bit. How many times do we have to do this? I don't think Snorlax, you forgot to talk about drone. That shit was buffed, and they had to tone that down.
Yup.
Yeah.
If I talk about drone, this podcast going on for 2 more hours. This is going for 2 more hours. So I'm gonna leave that one up to y'all.
Look, we ain't got it good, bro. But I will say
we've been through the cycle so many times. Like, when is it gonna stop?
Yeah, I know. But as for my whole vision of the whole gap thing, bro, like we can't have these goofy ass bots on playing Happy fucking Chaos about some gap. What are you gapping? Anyways.
Yeah, no, the gap is from them being full screen, shooting ones, running in with gun. That is the gap they're closing because there is no other gap there.
Oh, but anyways, on to my opinion on the notes for Golos is also kind of short because I just haven't fought one in a while. But yeah, I mean, I think this character honestly probably got like. I mean, if Ram got hit like decently hard compared to the whole cast, which by the way, I didn't even expect there to be like crazy amount of changes going into this patch. Besides, obviously, damage decreases and maybe Pot getting his cards coming back. But like Ram getting addressed, Gold, I didn't expect like anybody else, honestly. No, but Gold's probably got it like maybe the second worst, I guess, in comparison, maybe. Of course, because we're
Boy got hit
seeing.
with a wet noodle.
Yeah, I mean, it's not
Free
much.
goal, Lewis.
It's not much, but
Man,
like
free these hands. Keep saying.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, there's not much. Obviously, of course, getting the damage decrease on 6H, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
But of course, I guess the elephant being obviously the security level cooldown duration being extended when doing the whole cancel stuff. So I guess want to address that portion of his kit, in which I guess I mean like. It's a step. It is a step. It's a tippy toe. You know, the pinky toe is dangling. It's wiggling. Maybe the toenail extended just a little bit. Maybe. But yeah, I mean, Gold Lewis is still Gold Lewising and shit. So. I did mention Pot earlier as well as Skull. You know, Dariner having a aneurysm.
Almost crashed out. I had to take a sip of water.
But. Yeah, let's go ahead and get it out the way before we round out the last few characters on the list here. But Pothead getting addressed. Of course, we talked about the biggest thing, which is his car is coming back off of 6K. But of course, the compensation bonus that he got in Law Season 4 is still in the game.
I don't understand the thought process.
I
don't.
I guess anybody want? Matter of fact, Skull. I know you kind of already let loose most of it earlier, but if you want to, finish out your thoughts before we go to Snorlax, Omegas, and my thoughts.
A lasting statement was, oh boy, I could go on all day. My lasting statements. You can't give a character compensation. Like, you can't take something away that they had an identity for, because Cars was like the whole pot thing, right? You can't give him good, very potent compensation buffs and then give them double back, give them the thing that they was known for, but make no adjustments to the stuff he's already had. Because like, if he had Kara pop us now, I don't think it should have armor. Like, it just shouldn't have armor. That is stupid. Or, better example, Kara Garuda. Why is it still a projectile? Why is FD not affecting it at all? Like, now we're just having this man do Garuda! Kara Garuda! Now he's in your face. You can't push him out. Now you guess for your life. And I mean for your life. At point blank range, as a grappler. Grapplers aren't supposed to be this good. Why is Pot a better zoner than most characters in this game? He has better zoning tools than the certified zoners in the game. I don't get it. Pot does flick. What do you do if he actually reflects the projectile? What do you do? Cause it ain't. There's nothing you can do. It's literally just a wall. I can't zone him. He has better anti-zoning than any character I've seen in the game in a while. And on top of that, he pumps out damage. He has easier routing, like brain dead easier routing. He gets Oki off of his command grab. What are we doing? What is like? I just don't get it. And to make matters worse, is that I would have expected them to be like, okay, we're giving your cars back. Let's tone down some moves. Yeah, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. Literally, the only thing that got toned down, and it wasn't even because of cars, it's just the flick hurt box. which on itself shouldn't have been the way it was at the launch of Season 4. That thing looked ridiculous. That might as well have been like a far slash or a heavy slash. I don't know what they was cooking, but I'm glad they realized their mistake on making it the way it was. But no, Pot is just dumb. Is he top 5 material? I don't think so. No, he's just annoying. Like, I think he's way better than he was in other iterations, but I don't know. He's I don't know, man. This character's like the ultimate crash out for me. I went from having a good matchup into him to not being able to losing my identity as a character. I can't throw items into him. He flicks everything, and I mean everything. Trumpet, weight, hammer, mini fells, meteor. He did that already. Bomb. He did that already. But he flicks everything. It's not a game anymore. This is not a game anymore. He literally just flicks everything. I can't even play a core function of my kit because he can just be like, flick, flick.
Bro, look, bro. What can you say, bro? Tsunade was his idol or something. Rubius, one of the two. Man, but yeah, I guess it's interesting talk. I guess SnowX, any opinions on your take on what current Pot has become?
I said it on Twitter, bro. I'm just laughing. I've talked about it the last time I was here, at least a bit. We have a community that doesn't want to learn anything, doesn't want to get used to change, and instead just goes to Twitter and cries about it.
Yep, because Strive players have the worst problem-solving skills I've ever seen in my life.
Yep. When cars got removed, and I saw the compensation buffs, I said, okay, that's fine. And the thing is, I always withhold an opinion on Pot because I don't see enough Pot, I don't know enough Pot to give a full opinion on him. Right? However, when I saw this motherfucker was getting compensation buffs for losing 6K, I said, okay, character's probably going to be weak, but ultimately, it's Strive. Everyone's fine right now. And you're a grappler. You don't need to be top tier. This is a controversial topic. I always say, grapplers don't never need to be top tier. It's a bad idea. And this is not me saying Pot's top tier. But wow, I hear everybody talking about this motherfucker. You would think.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right? Like, I just saw Pot got cars back with all this shit. I sat there in my room. I say in my room. I was at the room in the B&B. I looked at it. Dog, I put the phone down, leaned my head back, and I scared everybody else I was rooming with because I laughed that loud. I saw I was like, oh wait, he's still gonna have his armor. He's still gonna have his increased range. Bat Mega Fist is still gonna be plus no matter what.
Still has Blue Wild Assault.
They still got Blue Wild Assault.
Mm-hmm.
Garuda's still a projectile that you can't FD.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, this character's cracked. But you know what the problem is now?
Great.
Now it is up to the players to show that this character is cracked. And Pot has some heavy hitters. All right?
Yep.
But if they don't perform, because the state of Strive tournaments is always up in the air, if they don't perform, no one will ever see anything, and Arxis will see it as this character is bad. They need more buffs. So I don't know. It's all I got to say is this shit funny.
Man. Yep. I guess Omega, you got any opinions on current pot? I know I don't really have that much, at least not for this patch. I have some for Long Season 4, but
I'm gonna say the way y'all making it sound like he sound like the second coming of like he who shall not be named, but like holy shit, it sound like he about to how the third world war? The way he making it sound like on Twitter
yeah, I don't
or
know.
pot at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of my stance. Honestly, like I've fought against I've only fought against one pot. I think it was S Gifto. I don't even remember. It was in some like mid profile bracket online. I mean most of my so at first I get there are a lot of people complaining about pot. I didn't really see it that much. I've seen mostly Axels complain about pot. Because to be fair, I mean, throughout the entirety of Strive, they kind of been like very slowly like making that matchup just like unbearable. Because I mean, if you ask me like throughout the entirety of Strive, I honestly didn't even think Xpot wasn't even like that bad through the rest of most of the game. At least not compared to like the average zoner grappling matchup. Like to be real, but it's like for sure slowly over time whatever you felt, no matter if you thought it was free for Axel before or whether you thought it was like okay but doable for pot, like it was very slowly like closing that gap, like no matter what you thought. But I will say I just don't know if I haven't fought like because I mean the pot that I did fight in that bracket, like they weren't bad. I feel like we're kind of like on the same level. I had to sweat like so, and they kind of they probably just weren't really doing anything that was like crazy in terms of what pot actually got. But I mean it felt the same. Like I mean I did kind of get annoyed that some like why does Hammerfall Break have fucking armor dog? Like what like I can't IBFD Garuda which is one of my like favorite things to do because I mean IBFD it's pretty difficult so like so I can't do that anymore. I don't know, but I mean it didn't really feel that bad. Now current patch obviously like I said I haven't fought him so I don't know how much the new change is gonna matter. I know people were kind of talking about round start Kara Buster. I need to look into it. I want to say it's like case by case because like I don't see why Axel should care to be honest. Like 5K smokes it. It pretty much just OS that shit. Obviously it beats 2K. Why the fuck are you using 2K round start against pot? Like are you stupid? Like it beats Far Slash. Why the Fire Flame fuck are you using Far Slash round strike against pot? Are you stupid? So it's like half of the shit that I'm hearing about, having to do a pot, at least in terms of Axel, doesn't matter. Now in general, I kind of the same thing. It's just like, why don't we like? Don't get me wrong, it's still stupid, right? But why are y'all the type to like read something and then just act like pot is top 1, 2, 3, and 4? Like what are you talking about? Like can we at least let it cook? I mean, and then belittling pot players is another thing. Like I don't know, man. If y'all couldn't handle pot when he was at his worst, I don't know what y'all expected, to be honest. But I don't know. I don't want to drag it on for too long, especially because I haven't really fought him this patch, so I don't really know. But I just don't agree with the acting like pot is like, this demon.
God.
Yeah, when there are still definitely characters.
There's bigger evils afoot. Don't you worry.
Like what the fuck are we talking about, bro? Alright. All right, before we get into kind of our last demon here, I kind of want to also talk about a underrated character. I don't want to say underrated like that, but in terms of this patch, I will say, but they have been getting a little bit of a buzz here, considering they had I don't want to say a concerning change or addition, I should say, but I think it is enough to at least for some of the cast to worry about. It's going to be Testament actually getting a removal of their frontal hurt box on Grounded Grave Reaper. And I know earlier, Lax mentioned, the removal of weaknesses. This, I think, is an example of that, actually, which is funny enough. Because now, I also think you had the same opinion earlier as well, that characters that don't really have range like that, they're going to be the ones that can be feeling it the most, than vice versa. Was I correct about that?
Yeah, that's exactly how it is.
Word. And yeah, I mean, at least considering, I think we all, so maybe like Omega, maybe, I guess, I don't know. I feel like we all have a decent bit of range to kind of deal with Graveyard, but I guess, Skull, I guess, what were your reactions to kind of reading throughout all the Testament changes?
So for Testament, seeing as though they got a frontal hurtbox change, like they removed that, I was like, oh, okay, like this seems like it's gonna be a little bit of a kind of a problem for me, I guess, because like I would usually use the fact that their hurtbox extends a lot, so I can just poke from it. That's what I thought at first. Playing it now, I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't really matter that much to Faust, because like his normals already reach inside of the hurtbox it has now, so it's like it doesn't matter too much. I guess in like certain spaces, yeah, but even still, he can hit the hurtbox just fine. Like I barely even notice it most of the time, unless I'm like using like something like a 2P or like a 5K or something that doesn't go like that far into it. But if it's like me using a slash button or a heavy, I'm hitting them every single time. So for me, it doesn't really change how I go about it, in my opinion, because it's just like a little reduction. Like he's still doing the same thing. So Testament's not really that much I care for when it comes to that Grave Reaper change, but in some cases I guess it does matter. Now the staying duration though,
Yeah.
that's a funny one. That is indeed a funny one, because like I know Testaments be like, oh, I wish staying state lasted longer so I could get that hit, when it matters, But like even still, it's like it's still staying state. Like it still goes away if you get hit.
And real quick to clarify, real quick, when they say increase the active duration, is that just like when it's on you, or like when it pops, it'll like, whatever?
Yeah, so like when the stain state is applied, like when you have like the purple stuff around you, they just extended the timer of when it's actually applied. So like,
okay,
it'll still do like the same. You bounce up, you get either hard knockdown, give you combo, whatever. It still does the same thing. They just made it so like the purple stuff around you, it just lasts longer. I don't know how long, but it's kind of noticeable sometimes. But even then, it's like they're either A, going to trigger it anyways if they actually, get that, force you to hit or block, or it's just going to go away already if you're already going to hit them if you trade with Crow or whatever. So it's like it's a niche change, but it has like some use, I guess. I don't know. The Testament's in a weird spot for me.
Yeah, fair. Snogs, what about you? Do you feel like the change to the frontal hitbox removal, as well as the increased duration of stain, is kind of enough to shake the matchup a little bit?
No.
All right, well.
Testament gets cut down like a fucking tree. That shit didn't change enough for me to care.
Word. Oh man. I guess Michael, do you have any opinions or thoughts about Testament's state right now in terms of these changes?
Yeah, they're still gonna say the character's trash, so it's another day.
Real.
Am I wrong?
Nope,
No.
definitely not. They're gonna complain about staying yet again. As far as me, I don't really know. I have fought Testament this match, but not on Axel. But I will say I definitely did not care about the Hairbox change.
Like, I feel like we all don't care about it, so can't really give an opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I literally only play one character that has to care, and then it's just like most Testaments are like terrible at zoning anyway, so I don't care. Like even when I'm on like Leo, I don't care because like they just autopilot dumbass shit anyways. But yeah, now to round out this episode, we're going to be discussing definitely one of the most prime criminals of this game, the one who got away 2 times in a row. Some may say 3. Man, the fucking.
I feel like I know who this is.
Yo, you most definitely know the man of the hour, the state of the art gambler, Mr. Jonathan, getting out scot-free with only damaged nerves to Nsenga being the only change he gets in this patch. What are we doing?
No, I'm not gonna say that Nsenga needed to be hit, because it definitely sure did. Like what? Like what are you kidding me? That thing did power bunker damage. But for that to be the only underlining thing, granted, this was just the target damage nerves, but for that to be the only thing they targeted through Season 4 so far is ridiculous. He got buffed when Slayer came out, like a little bit after Slayer came out, right? Along with Testament. He got buffed again in Season 4, and then they just made it so Nsenga did less damage. What are we doing here exactly? How did we get here to where Johnny had weaknesses when he came out? You know, his dash not being as good. You know, he's not like the quickest to traverse around the screen when he came out. He did have Orange Wild Assault, so he did use it pretty well. Yeah, I don't know. Like he had good buttons, he had good pressure for the most part, but then they decided, you know what? Let's take away some weaknesses. Buffing his dash. Now he's moving like Quicksilver. Giving him more combos, more stable pressure, Volt deal, and on top of that, they make Mistfinder counter hit effect. Who in Arxis? Who in Arxis thought that was okay? I just want to know. I just want to know. I just want to talk. Just to talk. Because I don't think they realize how stupid having a move like Mistfinder, having counter hit effect, causing a tumble and a whole combo was a great idea. There's reasons why certain characters shouldn't have the things they do. They should have certain weaknesses. Johnny pretty much got all of his weaknesses removed in one season. And got more buffs in Season 4. He has not been nerfed yet. What if, like, what? I don't get it. They didn't take anything away from him. they keep giving him more things. You can make the case like, oh yeah, in Senga, but that's just in Senga. That's one thing. He still has loopable 50-50s, unfuzzyable 50-50s, good conversions, good screen space. I'm minus 15 misfinder from the half court line, like Vol deal, good health, like what? He's too well rounded. He is too well rounded. I don't know why they thought that this character would be released the way he was and be not only buffed, removed weaknesses, but have him in the same vein as freaking Bedman. And they nerfed Bedman! They nerfed Bedman before they nerfed Johnny! Like, what? Dude, what are we doing? I don't get it. This character is not okay. He is actually not okay. He's making HC.
Whoa.
Hold on. Hear me out. He's making HC, a character who is notoriously cheap. Game design wise, just cheap. He's making him look like how, like he's a lesser evil. Even though HC, he's still there. He's still a problem. Johnny makes him look like a lesser evil. For some reason, like I can look at HC and be like, well, I mean, at least he's not killing me as quick. He's not killing me as quick. And if I hit HC, I will give him this. If I hit HC, I know for certain I can kill him. Johnny, I'm not too sure anymore. Because this man just doesn't die. Sometimes. He doesn't die. Plus, on top of that, I don't know a character who benefits so much from having Orange Wild Assault as much as Johnny does for what he gets. Because we can make the argument that, okay, a lot of characters get like more routes, like Sin with Orange Wild Assault, he gets all this stuff. But Johnny, I don't know. This man he just does it all. Like, at least HC has some sort of resource, if you want to make that argument. Johnny? What resource? I see this man do like 5 RCs in one game. Like, I don't know anymore. Like, his meter build is insane. He might as well just be doing like a bunch of RCs. Like, he might as well just be steady aiming me. I don't know. He's too good. He's just too good. He's just too good.
All right. Before we all forget that, I gotta say this. And this is one thing I will say before I talk about my opinion on Johnny. Whoa. We gotta remember how long it took for HC to get to the state where he doesn't feel like that much of a problem.
It took us a long time.
It took years.
Suffering.
It took years. When it comes to Johnny, the reason why Johnny feels that way he does now is because we've had years of consistently nerfing HC every single friggin' patch. And he's nerfed all these patches just to still be absurd.
Because to be fair, if you ask me, I feel like it took them forever to actually nerf what mattered on HC.
Oh yeah, it did. It definitely did.
Why did it take 3 years for them to shoot clone? I feel like why
even then, right? They shot clone.
What did he do? What gunshot?
I was about to say he still got whipped into. I wish you would try to whip punish me.
Like clone is like the band-aid to something, to like the smallest of wounds. It's like, oh shoot, I can't just win neutral from my dumb gun. Alright, let me just pull up a clone real quick.
Like, no, the thing is, they nerf clone. It's like, oh man.
Well,
Good thing I'm a great character without it.
good thing I have on-screen presence all time with a reticle that I don't even have to lock on and aim with. It does it for me. Like, all I have to do is curse you.
Oh man, it's a shame they nerf clone. It's like I still have my on-screen presence. It's like my buttons are like, still godlike.
It's not like I can just throw out a button and if I whiff, I can just be like, oh wait, no I didn't, and get a knockdown, and now put you in the blender. I thought J2K. Oh man, they nerfed my J2K.
They nerfed J2K.
Nerf.
Oh, damn.
They
Oh, damn.
man.
Oh, damn. Pass my gun. Damn.
They nerfed it so I don't get my mix. Oh, don't worry. I'll just get my damage.
Yeah, I'll just take my J2K, no bullet needed combo and just go about my day.
It sure is a good thing that I'm basically fucking Cassie in a fighting game. I'm basically Cassie from Overwatch in a fighting game. Like, I don't know. I can just fucking... It's high noon all the time and I'm on screen. Like, I don't know.
Oh, man.
Like you said, it's high noon somewhere in the world. HC took that shit to heart.
It's high noon somewhere.
HC took that shit to heart. He said that hit me right here.
Oh, man. At least
that's funny as shit.
It's not like if I force you to block a 2K, you're now holding like the most oppressive mix ever known imaginable.
Nah, imagine it's fucking. It's fucking. Oh, what'd you say? It's not high noon, but looks like I got you in my sights. Fucking.
Don't worry, I'll play 2 DPS.
like,
don't worry,
I'm a flex. Oh, but nah.
But yeah, nah. As for Johnny's strength, I will be real. As Nago, I don't care. Like, Johnny's good, but Nago always did really good against them. In my opinion, I've said it before. I'm not sure now. Well, actually, no, I still am. In my opinion, Nago still beats Johnny. So I'm not worried about that character. I kind of just watch him do things. He has to do vault, all that, and pray I didn't press 2H or pray I didn't Beyblade, because my half screen low is a very good anti-air.
Yeah, it doubles as an anti-air.
Oh my fucking god, man! Never mind.
Yeah, my half screen low is a great anti-air sometimes, especially for moves that keep you low to the ground. Like, yeah, I'm scared when he's like doing pressure to me, like up in my face, but when everyone's doing that, Nagos tend to be afraid because we don't really have get off tools like that.
Oh yeah, did I forget to mention it? Low crushes.
Yeah, my low crush.
My low crushing half screen low that doubles as an anti. You know what? Maybe Nago is kind of stupid.
No. When I said it, it was still issue.
Loud. Don't say it too loud, because you say it, and just like this patch, nothing gets changed. Nah,
bro. Since season fucking 1, I would jump this motherfucker because I'm like, oh, he gonna Beyblade. I go to JH to whip punish. I'm gonna hit, you know what? I'm gonna hit me a clean little counter JH, JD, Axel Bomber, Twitch, OTG, Meaty Renson. It's over for y'all boys. Close slash counter. What the fuck? like, why did I get punished for doing the right thing? Yo, okay.
Like, Johnny's strong. I hear all the talks, but then I hear people going like, man, Johnny's Johnny's like the worst thing that happened to this game. Like he's even worse than HC ever was. I'm like, what?
I guess what?
Did we fight the same character?
Yo.
Or like no one's ever been as egregious as him. As I'm sitting there looking at Ram put me in the corner, and I'm there and I can't move. I got meter. It don't matter because she's still right. I'm over here watching Soul delete me. I'm playing the war criminal myself.
Like
I'm watching HC do chip mix.
We got Ram being a fucking earthbender and shit.
Bro,
where was that in story mode?
Bro, I'm watching
nowhere.
I'm watching Gold Lewis drag mountains, not push them. He's dragging mountains. Yo, we don't sit there and tell me Johnny's worse.
I imagine Gold Lewis having a little weight strap to him, having both and just running laps on the football field.
Literally.
Man, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, I think Johnny's a strong character, but it's like we were talking about with Pa earlier. The way how I be hearing people talk about Johnny, bro, it's like y'all forget where we came from.
Yeah, I'm gonna save it for my spiel before we wrap it up. But I guess you got any thoughts about what you I guess what you didn't see from Johnny's notes this patch? Because it was just one note.
Yeah, Sen got nerfed. What do you fucking do?
Yep.
We inch ever closer to Exerd. Like,
nah,
we just need one more fucking Ulfeld buff, and it's GG.
Nah, we got close.
No, I'm gonna crash out if I see an Elfeld buff. Actually.
So how did you feel at the start of season?
Yo.
Let me string you a yarn. You know, I'll tell you my grievances.
we still got 3 more DLC characters to go. I don't know. It ain't looking good.
It ain't looking good. Venom's around the corner.
That's the
we got.
I keep forgetting Dizzy out. I keep forgetting we got more characters to wait on. Like, bro, this is not.
Yeah, we got Venom to worry about. We got the new girl from the anime.
We got man. Fuck.
It's gonna be a long season 4. I can't lie.
I ain't even gonna lie, bro. The fact we ain't hearing nothing about the second character scares me.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you're so right. We're probably gonna hear it at like across here.
Yeah, I'm probably
terrified.
Because that's the shit though. Like that's the other thing that kind of gets. Well, I mean, it gets talked about, but Arxis kind of definitely fell off when it comes to communication. Like they used to be like pretty on it, like at launch, but I don't know what happened. Like they just got worse. Like we saw less communication and then more downtime between patches, which is insane.
No, I got this. Isn't it crazy that stream where they just showcased the Dizzy starter guide? They had a whole stream for it.
Yes.
Not just playing the character, but just they streamed the starter guide. Like,
yeah,
I thought that was a waste of time. I think they should just post the starter guide instead of stream and blue balling people.
You know these stupid ass niggas don't fucking think.
Right. They thought gold was. You know what? No. I will reserve what I have to say. I've already said enough. On. So stupid.
Great game, right?
I guess.
Yeah. No, 10 out of 10.
Anyways, but so my thoughts on Mr. Jonathan. I'm kind of more or less. I'm like siding with people who are hating on him, but also like half side with Snorlax. Cause like, don't get me wrong, I can't stand Johnny. I don't know why the fuck these idiots really just gave him a better bro. They buffed his dash. Felt bad for Geo and then buffed her dash. I don't know. I don't know.
You know what? Before we get sidetracked, you know why I don't talk about Geo? Actually, no. You know what? No, I'm not gonna do that. That's a topic.
Because I'm with you. Like I've said it quite a few times, bro. Like I don't know why. Like Geo has flown under the radar throughout the entirety of the game. The only time you got talked about was when Ti was running shit, and then again. I don't know why, because this bitch is stupid. But anyways, onto Johnny. Yeah, kind of the same thing. Like I don't know why he got his dash buff, because now it's like the reason why I don't agree with the hate on him that much is because Johnny has been doing the same shit since he launched. But it's now that he has a better dash, we are now seeing why he had a bad dash. Because having that sort of offense and mix, and having 6K, having vault, having such good uses of meter, and then now having a better dash to have easier access to do those things, it's kind of, oh my god, hold on, kind of having now the effect of, we're seeing why this character was deemed as quote unquote bad before, even though I don't even agree with that before in the first place, but whatever. So yeah, that was the biggest thing, was just him getting that access to now dashes. Now we're just seeing this stupid ass change, right? As well as now, motherfucker saying he's as on par with like the other egregious characters. Fuck, what do you? Come on, bro. Like, come on. Like, yeah. At least from my perspective as well. Like, it is annoying. Playing Axel with Johnny is like pretty stupid. Considering like I pretty much have to, of course, do the typical play like a zoner thing, and then but he just gets more word than I do, and I don't know. The fact that we are on this patch right now, and then the only thing we've seen is the insane damage nerf, like nothing else. Like, I don't know. I think they need to look at. Oh, how did I skip past this, bruh? Nah, honestly, I think something that goes under the radar too with Johnny, that is more criminal than his dash. Why does he have all that health? Why does he have all that health? Please tell me why. Why?
He not only has all that health, but he also has a good backdash.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. So not only is he wave dashing at you, he has a lot of health, but he also has a Bridget backdash with stupid invul on it. Whatever, bro.
Yeah. Anyways, TO, DW, clown game, clown patch, next. So yeah, that's gonna conclude this episode of In the Lab. Once again, apologies for the delay. But if you enjoyed this episode, make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe to the channel as well. If you're listening to anywhere else, if I post anywhere else, it's gonna be youtube.com/@InTheLabFGC. Of course, Mr. Snorlax, where can they find you at again?
You can find me on my Twitter, like always, OneTruHollywood. Or you can find me on my Twitch that I sometimes log into. Now I'm supposed to be streaming again. This is the same. OneTruHollywood.
Word. Mr. Duggers of Skull, where can they find you at?
You can find me on my Twitter, Skull_Duggers. I also have a Twitch, but that thing has been vacant, but like, put it back on there again. It's the same thing, Skull_Duggers. And yeah, that's where you can find me.
Alright, Omega, where can they find you at?
Find me on Twitter. So also catch my Marvel Rivals, because Lord knows Strive ain't it right now. And yeah.
Alright, as for me, only thing I'm playing right now is my Twitch being at ATL Riot and my YouTube being ATL Riot _. If you want my other socials, there's a link tree that'll be posted on those as well, so just find them. Also, as well, we have 623 podcast That is usually every Monday a podcast of opening up about new ways to think about fighting games. So if that interests you, you can check out youtube.com/ at BasementXGaming, as well as Spotify. I believe it's the same name. With that being said, we'll catch y'all in the next episode, where we're going to be discussing Frost predictions as well as other things depending on what our guests are going to be. And once again, like and subscribe for these listeners right now. And with that being said, we out. Peace. Keep labbing.